Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I was not gonna do a video about this, but has really kind of been irritating me. So I decided to do a video about it. So as you guys know, last week I was at last Thursday actually. I was at Wednesday. I was at Forever 21 shopping. I mentioned it in a recent video that I did for lip products that I got at the Nordstrom and MAC. I mentioned it in that video that I went to Forever 21. So, as you'll see from the title of this video, I am seriously considering boycotting shopping at their stores because I was completely not impressed. First of all, I didn't know that this location had two levels to it. There's an entrance for the first floor and there's an entrance to the second floor. I purposely went downstairs to the first floor because that is where I thought the actual store was. So I'm going through whatever, it's fine, everything's good. The girl is helping me, she seemed really nice. But then we get to the part where I'm taking my clothes to the counter, and I'm sitting at the counter, and I thought, great, they have a lower part of the counter is one, and then they have a lower part for people with wheelchairs or walkers or whatever. And they have distinctly at the front of it, there is a wheelchair sign. But from what I remember, there wasn't, or maybe there was one cash. That's probably why I went there, because there was one cash, I think. So I'm sitting at the counter and she's like, oh, you want to pay for your stuff? And I'm like, yeah, I'm good. I'm good to go. So she goes, well, you have to go upstairs to pay for it. And they had a staircase in the store. So I'm looking at her, looking at the stairs, put two and two together here. I cannot get upstairs. So I'm just looking at her like, you're kidding me, right? She goes, no, our cash is upstairs. So I said, okay, how do I get upstairs then? And she's telling me you have to go to the main elevator in the mall and go up and it's to your right and whatever. So I went, I followed her directions, got there, no problem. Got to their cash. First of all, upstairs was hot as balls, and I was in it was a long sleeve tee, but it was not heavy at all. But it was like a million degrees in that store. So I get to the cash, I'm sitting there for at least 10 minutes. The girl finally, she's unboxing boxes or whatever, unpacking boxes. So she comes finally to the cash and she's like, oh, you're ready to go. She's like, where's your stuff? And I said, well, and snotty kind of. So I said, well, there was a girl that came up with my stuff and she said, I'll leave it up there and asked what my name was. So I said, my name is Sarah. So she's looking around and she goes, oh, this? And holds up the two t-shirts that I got. And I said, yeah, that's it. Just the two shirts. So she rings my stuff through whatever and I leave the store, no problem. My issue with all of this is, first of all, customer service sucks ass. Second of all, if you had a lower counter downstairs, why the hell aren't you using it? Third of all, it's basically saying for anybody who has any type of disability, needs a lower counter to use your service for whatever reason, whether it's disability or not, just even for convenience wise, I'm thinking somebody in a stroller or whatever. It doesn't have to be disability wise. But somebody who needs that type of counter for whatever reason, if you're not using that counter but you have it downstairs, what the hell do you have it for? Like, really? It pisses me off to no end, and I'm sorry because I never swear on my channel, but give me a friggin' break. If you're not going to use what you have downstairs, number one, why do you have it? Number two, why do you have an accessible sticker on the front of your counter which clearly states you are there for people, who need accessibility? If you're not going to use it, what the hell do you have it for? Like, honestly, it's basically saying you can come in and look at our stuff, but you can't buy anything. Are you kidding me? So, as you've seen from my title of this video, I am boycotting shopping at Forever 21. I hate that store and I will never go back there again. That was my first and last experience with them. I will possibly shop online, but as far as visiting their stores, no bueno. It ain't happening again. I was not impressed. Their customer service sucked. From my one experience with the chick upstairs, I mean, no, it's not happening. And for anyone out there who has had experience with like this, in the past or whatever, I would absolutely suggest you guys do not shop at their stores because it's not helpful. They're not helpful. And if they have a location for people with disabilities or whatever that need a lower counter and they're not using it, they need to change their protocol because that's BS as far as I'm concerned. I tweeted about it yesterday and I had 3 people favorite my tweet, and I hope that many, many more people favorite my tweet because at the end of the day, if they're not going to get their act together and change their policy to use the counter that they have downstairs, then they're going to frankly be losing customers as far as I'm concerned. And it's no one's fault but their own. So, Forever 21, if you're listening to this, get your shit together and use what you have, use it correctly. Because if you don't, I guarantee you will be losing customers. And we have every right to shop in your stores, whether we are in strollers, whether we have a walker, whether we have crutches, whether we're like me in a wheelchair, we have the right to shop in your stores without inconvenience. And frankly, my experience in your store yesterday or last week was nothing but inconvenience. So, sorry, not sorry.